edition.
Hey,
it's Monday night.
Monday. What's going on, Robbie?
First quick shout out we want to do. I am back. First quiz, so you better make it worth my while. I better see these comics flying off the shelves. First quick shout out I want to do is to Edward. Eddie posted on Facebook. This isn't like me going through like his personal stuff or whatever.
Stalking.
Yeah, Edward posted about he had like a little medical procedure today.
Yeah, I saw that. So
Edward, I hope it's all good, man. I hope
you're doing all right.
Hope it thumbs up, bud. I hope I know you're sort of on the mend from like a previous mishap. So I hope that went well today.
Me too. Hopefully you're doing okay, bud. Lots of snow there. High in the teens. Well, it is very cold here.
Yeah, it's pretty chilly here for Jersey. It's like 28, 26.
It's supposed to be like in the 40s, and it's down below freezing. So it's pretty nasty here. How you doing, Rob? How's it where you are?
It's cold, but it's Alabama cold. It's like 36, 38 degrees or something, but that's pretty cold for us now.
I mean, that's chilly, but
yeah, that's cold.
Everybody thinks, I hate to say it, but everybody thinks the South is like Southtown on that Santa Claus cartoon where every day is 75 and like sunny. Now I understand the South is, warmer weather for sure, but I have a lot of friends who've moved down to different spots.
The only thing I know about
it's not like they sold their winter clothes or anything.
Yeah, the only thing I remember about the South is in the summer it's hot like the surface of the sun. That much is true. But
yeah, it gets pretty hot, but it does get pretty cold down here, y'all. It really does.
Yeah, no. One year I went with my daughter to a tournament in Rock Hill, South Carolina, which is right over the border from Charlotte.
Yeah.
And we got there, and at start time on Saturday, it was colder there than it was here. It was like 34 there, and it was 38 here.
From what I understand, up country in South Carolina, like you start getting towards the sister state capital or whatever, people still having like winter clothes in their closet. It's not like those people in Hilton Head where, it's Christmas, so they put on like a light jacket or windbreaker.
It is going to be sub-zero here.
I told you, a buddy of mine just recently bought a condo in Myrtle Beach. He's literally on the waterfront. And he said, first day, unpacked, whatever, did this and that, threw open the door. It was like 39 degrees. He was like, I could have stayed in Jersey for
It's supposed to be in the teens when we get up tomorrow. Something like that around here?
Yeah.
Ugh.
I also read all the climate change or whatever is affecting the South too. Like they're getting colder than they're used to. You know what I mean? There are places down in Georgia where, they weren't used to, temperatures in the single digits. Right. And now there's like some of the more Western Georgia rural communities, maybe higher elevation. I don't think those people are wanting to see temperatures with like a high at 18 for the day. I don't think that's what they had in mind.
Right.
But yeah, you're right, Marvel fan. My wife and I go to Myrtle Beach pretty regularly to vacation. When we first went, we started going like in September, and it was beautiful. Now we pushed it a little bit to October. A couple of years ago, we went for Thanksgiving, and that was the last time I went to Myrtle Beach that time of the year because I thought it would be at least.
I bet it was cold.
I did not. I thought it would at least be nice enough to walk on the beach, maybe with a sweatshirt on.
Right.
But no, it was.
Winter coat, kind of cold.
My wife and her sister get in the car. They go outside to get coffee. They come straight back in, slam their coffees, and they're like, we're taking the car and we're going shopping. And I'm like, all right, it's girls. They're going shopping, whatever, no problem. They come back with like winter coats. And I'm like, what? And apparently I found out, like, when I'm on vacation mode, I'm not paying attention too much. I checked my phone, local weather, like 45 was the high for the day. Meanwhile, my wife and her sister have like sundresses and flip-flops.
That's not gonna work. That's not gonna work.
No.
Marvel fan says weather in the South is same it's always been over the decades. Oh, there you go.
Well, I think everybody thinks too. They think South and they think the same weather that's in Memphis is in Miami. And I'm like,
not quite.
Yeah, there's a difference between the South and the Southeast and then South Florida. South Florida is a whole other ball game, y'all.
Let's be honest. Miami's like what? Right. Miami's like a 90, it's like a 45-minute boat ride from Cuba. I'm pretty sure you could wear shorts all year, but
Fuddruckers.
The Fuddruckers.
So I went there. The last time was in Myrtle Beach, probably 2-3 years ago. I remember
we talked about this, right?
Yeah, I remember Fuddruckers here. The burgers felt thinner at Fuddruckers, I remember.
I think they've sort of, the Fuddruckers that are still open have really leaned into like the smash burger thing.
I was about to be like, are they smash burgers now? A lot of
they're
places
almost
are
like,
jumping
and I get it, man. If like I'm still in part of like a lot of the market trades and stuff like that, and Facebook groups. Smash burgers are selling like crazy.
Dude, smash burgers are it. I love smash burgers. You know, when I went that big burger kick like a year or two ago,
yeah,
I was doing smash burgers, all that kind of stuff. The problem is a lot of these places, they're frozen patties that are already pre-smashed. That's not a smash burger. You know what I'm saying? Just saying, technically that's not a smash burger.
I really can't tell
whatever, anybody in the chat, make whatever you want to make, man. I'm not trying to hate on you, but there's a thing to making an actual smash burger.
I have to be honest. I don't really see the difference. The taste, anything.
It's the crust. Well, when it's done right, it's the crust.
Because when I was sort of, like we'll say in my prime, 10, 12 years ago, if your burger wasn't at least 1.5 inches thick and at least 8 pounds of never frozen, like high level beef, you got no sales. You got no business because everybody was like, well, if you're not going to do that, I'll get a Bubba burger. So when we would be doing these events, food trucks, food trailers, we actually had a mold for discs where it would almost look slightly like a flattened hockey puck. And that's what everybody wanted. Salt and pepper crust, thick, cooked where it's still rare in the middle. Now it's the exact opposite. People want a 6-inch flat disc, lots of crust, preferably cooked in its own grease. You know what I mean? When I was making burgers 10 years ago, they were kind of cooked on grills, not griddles. Now everybody wants their stuff on flat top, smack down, ball down, smack.
Yeah, you're right. It's interesting how things change because you're right. It used to be everybody wanted the big, juicy burger. Yep. Right? Now everybody wants the smash burgers. And the cool thing about that is it makes you feel better about getting a triple or a double. Right?
Yes.
Because there's less meat there. But it's that crust, man. There's something about it when it's done right, having that like savory, crispy crust around it. Oh my goodness.
Especially if you find yourself a place that cooks in beef tallow.
So I'm curious.
Where it's literally just flat top, ripping hot, beef tallow. You get yourself probably like a 4 to 5 ounce ball.
Right.
In it goes paper, whatever. I know a lot of the old timers will use 2 spatulas. I think the paper is slightly more sanitary in today's more health conscious age. Right. But down, slap, let it rip, man. And there are bars staying afloat. Like Tom Fisher's is like a bar not too far from us. That place was almost out of business. And now the guy is doing double and triple stacker smash burgers. And people are waiting for tables.
So what is everyone's favorite burger chain around the nation? I'm curious.
Burger chain?
Yeah, because we're not all going to know the same places, if they're local.
I'll tell you a place here. I am not a chain guy. I've always been a sort of individual type thing. If I have to eat at a chain, I'll tell you who does good burgers. I don't know if they have them nationwide. Is a chain called Freddy's.
Yes, there's one on 130.
Freddy's just opened here, but I haven't tried it yet. Yeah.
130.
Yeah,
they have kind of like a spicy.
I've been there. Yeah.
They have like a spicy mayo, ketchup. They grate their onions. At least they do here, which is what I like. You take a big box grater, you grate the onions. They're nice and small. The burger fries up in its juice and onion juice.
Not too far from what is it? This seafood place. What is the
Crab du jour or something?
No, the local seafood. Marble or something.
Oh, Marble. Yeah.
And they have something else there right next to it. And I was there for a doctor's appointment or something, and I saw it, didn't know what it was, and figured I'd stop there. It was all right. It wasn't bad at all.
Well, South Jersey Food Team lost their mind today. The Facebook group that I co-founded, we're getting a Zaxby's.
Yes, I saw that.
People who road trip down south swear by Zaxby's.
Yeah,
you guys don't have Zaxby's right now already?
No, we don't.
Oh man,
I went
love
to
Zaxby's.
one
We
last
have
when I
one
was
coming
in.
up about 30, 40 minutes south of us.
Yeah, I saw that.
A little bit more towards Delaware than Philadelphia, and it's supposed to be open by like March, April.
So
And people are already pumped, like,
I-
"Oh my God, my Zach sauce and blah blah blah, this and that." And I'm like,
I went there
let's see those positive responses.
the last time I was in Florida with my daughter in the Melbourne, Vieira area.
Okay,
Okay, it was okay, but I didn't see what the because I read about it online in the hotel room before we went, and everyone was raving about it in the sauce. And I'm like,
see, I'm sure down south they probably have a warrant out for my arrest. I am not a fried chicken guy.
only
I
down
am
south.
a chicken cutlet guy, right? Like I am not like the bone in with the people in the chicken or whatever. I like cutlets.
And it was okay,
so
but
it's
I didn't.
hard for me to get super psyched about.
It's just like a chicken tender place, you know. It's like nothing
Yeah,
crazy,
exactly.
but I like it. We got a lot of those places down here, right? I get like we had a place called Tenders, and then Zaxby's came around. I like Zaxby better now. I hear that there's a place called Cane's that a lot of people like, but I don't
yeah,
have
we just got one last year. We have two
multiple ones now.
And they do very well. Like I'll drive. Oh, you know what?
Again, I've been there and it's okay. That's what it was. The Cane's is next to it. I think.
Okay.
I was going to stop at Cane's.
PDQ was here, and I remember when PDQ was supposed to be a hot thing, and they went out of business. They just it was apparently a chicken tender spot. They'd make sandwiches. They'd do whatever. You could get like a tendy box with fries, spicy sauce.
If you're down where I'm at, you basically, if you want good fried chicken, you just go to any hole in the wall soul food restaurant, and you're gonna have some of the best fried chicken, best macaroni and cheese, some of the best greens.
I love
it's like that with barbecue too. Some of the best barbecue I ever had was like on the side of the road at the Virginia North Carolina border. The guy literally
was it on the highway?
It was on the highway. The
was
guy
it a truck stop?
He had a thing. He was next to a truck stop. He had like a yellow tent
I think
over
I've
his
been
truck,
there.
and it was just delicious. And I'm just like, people are like, "What? We're just going to randomly stop here?" I was like, "Well, I'm not getting off the highway anymore. We're driving to Florida.
I feel like it was in the mountains.
So I'm like, head over there and grab a couple boxes or whatever he has, man. Ribs, whatever the guy has, give him his money, thank him, and let's get going because we're already behind schedule. Get in the car, they jump in, we're driving. About 10 minutes later, that's the best the GMC Yukon has ever smelled anywhere, ever. That guy kind of had like a smoky and spicy sauce. It was crazy.
I may have been there.
He barely even had a name, a sign up. He had like Q, beer, and like one other thing. He was just selling out of the, like you can't do that here in Jersey. Once you get further south, you want to buy a beer from someone, nobody cares.
Well, there is one place. You probably know where it is. It's on the way to Hamilton. It's the White something. It's just like a little shack with barbecue. Whitefish. So
there's
that's
a few
all
of these places where they just South Jersey sort of likes to emulate the South in a lot of ways, right?
That's true.
You'll see like a lot of rebel flags. You'll see a lot of barbecue. The problem is you can cosplay, but I just think unless someone is coming from the South, like OK Charlie's, that guy's from Oklahoma. So when he's doing barbecue, yeah, the line is down the street. But when it's just some well-meaning retiree who's been to a couple of barbecue shows and suddenly he's going to invest in like a $30,000 smoker, all right, man, good luck. I don't know if that's going to work out for me.
Chicken casserole for dinner tonight.
And to answer you, Rex, my favorite burger chain, I know it's a chain. I don't know if y'all have it around you, but it's called Bad Daddy's. That place rocks. It's called like Bad Daddy's Burger Bar. I love that place. That's where I go if I'm going specifically to get a burger. That's not like fast food.
We have places like Five Guys.
Yeah, Five Guys is good. Five Guys is good. But if you ever come across a Bad Daddy's, definitely check it out. I took Bueller there. He loved it.
I will.
When Myrtle Beach, I'll tell you right now, and this is not a chain, but talking about burgers, two of my favorite things in the world, especially when I'm on vacation, were sushi and burgers. And there's a place down in Myrtle Beach kind of in the touristy area, but I don't care. I'm a tourist, so what do I care? And I think it's called like Art Burger. I don't know if they're still open. I haven't been there in more than a year, but it's
weird.
It's one page of their menu is really good, really fresh sushi, and the other side is basically fresh, never frozen, beef burgers. And I got to tell you, my wife can go to all the places that she wants over there. I'm like, you can pick me up on the way back. I'm happy to sit there. They have some nice little tables out back by the sun. And I'll tell you right now, and it's not that expensive.
When I travel to a place I don't really know, I tend to lean towards chains because you know what you're getting with chains.
Yeah, I mean, the truth is, somebody told me, like, I think North Myrtle Beach, there's like an Olive Garden, and it's packed because it's super touristy, and people know what they're going to get there.
I've had the Italian down Myrtle Beach. I think I told you about it. Yeah, I can understand why they raid the Olive Gardens like.
Well, we've talked about this. Parts of the country have good things, right? You have to sort of have the culture. Like, the Asian food is not the strongest in places like Tennessee or Kentucky, right? The Italian food is not the strongest in like Georgia. But you flip that around though, and their fried chicken, their barbecue, their mac and cheese, you know, what you would get, the mac and cheese you get at a gas station or like a roadside place, buries anything here that's served in a metal dish and it's got lobster on it and it's $37 a bowl. You find yourself a spot driving down the road or whatever. And the truth is, the same of it, a lot is true for like Mexican food. Like, we have decent Mexican food here because we have a lot of agriculture here. So we have a lot of immigration here, which is great, right? We have a ton of really good, but you start getting further south where there's much more like industrial ag, like, for, you know, commercial agro than there is here. And you go to like a gas station and they've got like, you know, lingua burritos, which, you know, you can't even find here. And they've got like 2 for $10. And you know, the guy's got them in usually like in a cooler, they're wrapped, whatever. You just can't beat that stuff.
I have to admit, one of the best barbecue sandwiches I had was at Buc-ee's on the way back.
Buc-ee's.
Oh my
God. They had a barbecue sandwich. Dude, it was good.
Dude,
it was really good.
They have some kind of version of Cracker Jack, candied nuts or whatever. I'm trying to think of what the name of the product is, but I got to tell you right now, if you're on a road trip and you're driving, this is like crack.
All you can eat, Corey.
The bag almost seems to fit perfectly in the console of a truck.
Yeah, I was about to ask, are they the beaver nuggets? Is that
I think they are beaver nuggets or something, and these things are just delicious.
Buc-ee's was one of the I had to stop there.
I'll tell you this right now: however many bags you think that you're going to need of those beaver nuggets or whatever the heck they are, get more.
Man, I'm going to tell y'all this, man. I hate Buc-ee's. I hate Buc-ee's so much. Like,
Buc-ee's,
why?
I will go out of my way to avoid Buc-ee's. Why? Because, bro, I'm on a road trip. I'm tired. I just want a Monster Energy drink and maybe some gummy worms. And why do I got to wade through all these people standing in my way? The place is too chaotic, dude. I'm like trying to get in and out. I'd rather go to Love's.
You should talk to my daughter. I made her stop on the way back from Florida. So on the way down, we stopped at south of the border. I don't know if you know what that is. It used to be a huge rest stop on the way down.
Oh my God!
It used to be huge. It used to be a big thing. Separate restaurants and gas stations, car wash, the big sombrero tower.
The roadside signs would start 40 miles before you got in Virginia. And they'd be like, you're 118 miles to see Pedro. And they were literally super racist, too. Let's be clear.
Yeah. The big sombrero tower.
The big sombrero. It was like the worst elements what people think of Mexican culture. It was just terrible. It was one step away from like Speedy Gonzalez. But for years, people stayed there. It was a campground.
Motels.
They had motels. They had like stuff for your kids to do.
Yeah,
you know, like carny rides,
right? So my daughter had been there once, but she was a baby. We took her to Disney. It was right after 9/11, and it was still kind of big. I had been there many times before when I took a road trip in college. It was huge then. It was bustling with activity.
I think now it's almost like it's one step away from being like a supervillain's lair. You know what I mean?
That actually is an excellent description.
It's like Dr. Heller's lair in that movie Mystery Men.
So we stopped there on the way down, right? I wanted to stop at a Buc-ee's and I wanted to stop at South of Border because it was kind of, she was a baby in a car seat. I remember it was the longest trip ever. And we stopped there, and I have to tell you, it has fallen off so much, John. It is ridiculous. There were only 3 gas stations. There was a Mexican place to eat. The food was actually not bad. Okay, very expensive, but not bad. And that was it. A little gift shop. It used to be covered with gift shops. The first time
I had rice and beans as a little kid, I was there.
And
my dad was like, "Oh, you're gonna like Mexican food."
It kind of broke my heart a little bit because Marvel fan, they are all gone.
Those road signs were constant, and then if you passed it, they'd be like, "Turn around and go back."
Yeah, South of Border, you missed it. It is all gone. They have maybe 3 signs right before you get there. There are a few signs on the side of the road that are dilapidated, falling apart. So it was kind of depressing for me.
Sort of, I hate to say it, but the things that used to be cute and kitschy 40 years ago, 50 years ago when we were kids are now essentially the domain of serial killers and supervillains.
I have to admit, it did not feel safe. We were there during broad daylight, but it did not feel safe.
The Mexican clown would come and knock on your car and ask if you wanted. If we were in a car and a clown knocked, I think everybody would be reaching for their gun or a weapon.
I still have an ashtray from South of the Border. But here's the thing. On the way back, we stopped at the Buc-ee's. There's one that's 35 miles south of the border. That probably was the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, once you get to that point, and of course there's other things too. Now we live in the age of truck stops are like amusement parks, right? Like when I was a kid, you didn't go anywhere near a truck stop unless you were in a truck. Like those were for professionals.
Or you had to pee real bad.
Like you don't go in there. This is where truckers would stop, sleep, refuel, maybe replace a part or get a tire, jump in a gang shower, and get back on the road. Like you don't mess around in there. Now, people are doing like YouTube videos and, "Hi, I'm on TikTok," and me and my friends drove 900 miles.
I have to be honest. I didn't see many trucks at Buc-ee's because it is so crowded. No trucker wants to go there now.
Well, there's a line.
There's
a line for just the swag and merch. Like, forget Rocky. Like Robbie mentioned an energy drink, or I mentioned I don't know if they're really beaver nuggets. Someone will have to look it up or whatever. But the people are just waiting for the merch. I'm here to get shirts and sweatpants or whatever. I'm sorry, man. No disrespect, but you are a convenience store. I've shopped at Wawa for over 50 years. You know the number of Wawa T-shirts I have?
They're not a convenience store.
0.
They're a super Walmart. It's so big. So yeah. So I actually enjoyed it. My daughter did not. She wanted to get home.
We have a break, right?
I've got 2 minutes. Okay, Marvel fan. That actually answers the question.
That actually makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, Pilot Flying J, I have stopped at, mainly because there's one on the way when I...
There is a very popular burger spot at the Pilot down by... right before the Delaware Memorial Bridge, or right near the Delaware Memorial Bridge. This guy...
that one. Yeah, I know that one.
He has a line all day when he is open. It doesn't matter if it's raining. It doesn't matter if it's 40 degrees, 140 degrees. People are waiting to get his burgers. And apparently he's one of these dudes. He's like a military veteran, and he converted a bunch of oil drums into like these smoker things, and it's smoked burgers, and he smokes the cheese for them. People will wait. They don't care. They literally don't.
Crimson, what's going on? All right, we have to shout outs, and then hold on. The giveaway of the night, let's get that out of the way before we have to go to break, is Death of Wolverine #1, signed by Terry and Rachel Dodson.
Wow.
Cool.
Hashtag is EXP Monday, as always.
It's a lot more than they deserve, man, for a giveaway.
Man. Somebody got up on the wrong side of the bed.
I'm always happy. I always love to see this stuff go out to people. I mean, if they were my comics, I wouldn't give any of them away. But if I was in charge of giving away Nick's comics, we'd have like 6 giveaways a night.
Every 15 minutes.
What's up, my brother? That was
Never
me
comes
saying
out.
hello.
Never goes out of the way. Say hi to me.
Dude, you like
I buy you pizza at least once a week.
No, you buy pizza and it's left over, and I just
but I buy it for me, but
That's
I
true.
give it to you.
But you always
you're
after
an extension of me.
Always after you come out and say, "Hey, there's pizza. If anyone wants it, you're
me.
welcome."
I had a copy of Cole Slither before anybody else did. My man,
All I'm saying. Once a week pizza. This is blasphemy. I won't take this talk. I shouldn't have to say hi to you if my love language is pizza.
Can we not do Sicilian? Can we
wrong?
do something different than Sicilian this week?
Maybe.
All right,
Maybe.
No.
So there you go.
The BTS of Dynamite Comics.
All right.
That's going to be the show Amy does. All right, Dynamaniacs, let me tell you how horrible it was here.
The giveaway again, the hashtag is, if you want to enter the giveaway, all you have to do is enter the hashtag in the chat one time. All lowercase, the case doesn't matter. And it is Death of Wolverine #1, signed by Terry and Rachel Dodson. All right. We are 1 minute -1. All right, we're going to go to our first break. And when we come back, we'll do shout outs and get some of the books.
Symphonic verses, Nocturne's romance. A song of romanticized darkness, dreaming death by sleep.
FOC, a comic industry term for the final day a new comic can be ordered by a local comic shop. So, what does that mean to you? Well, it's your last chance to order a new comic book from your local comic shop. Order up! The FOC show will go over every book that's about to be cut off every Friday afternoon.
I'm going to highlight some of the stuff that I think is really worth paying attention to,
so that you can put in an order at your LCS for as many copies or as many variant covers as you want.
Sometimes the store needs to know to up their orders.
Never miss out on a popular comic again. Order up, part of the experience.
According to a statistic that I just made up, people spend 4 hours a day changing the television channel. People who watch The Experience don't do that. Save yourself a ton of time by tuning into The Experience and enjoying our new original programming 7 days a week. And then tell your friends. Think about the money they could save on batteries in the remote alone just by tuning into The Experience. Find out more by scanning the QR code below.
In a world where you hit like and subscribe on our YouTube channel.
That'd be really great. Thanks.
All right, we are back. All right, let's move to shout outs. So Kenneth Bird, first in the house. What's going on, bud? Edward As we said, hope you're feeling better. Hope the test results come back positive, if you will. Marvel fan, how you doing? Barlord, what's up, buddy? CJ, of course. Let's see. Who else? Who did I miss? Triple B, what's happening, bud? Let me see. Who did I miss? Oh, Mike Asbill, what's happening, buddy? Who did I miss? Who else has got in the house? I feel like I'm missing a whole bunch of people. Let's see. Unknown, what's going on, buddy? Let's see. Corey Rust, what's happening? Let's see here. I think I got everyone. Did I? Let's see. I think so. I think I've gotten Crimson Terror. What's happening, buddy? Let's see. I feel like I'm missing someone. Snoggins. Welcome, my friend. All right. So today we got some interesting stuff. Oh, you know what? Hey, Jay, did Amy put something up on Slack? I saw this, Rob, and it was you.
Yeah, that seems to make sense. That's good.
So, hey, look, tonight's game makes me very nervous. We've got Jalen. Jalen Carter's out. Lane Johnson's out. The only thing that's encouraging is I believe Herbert has a broken hand, if I heard it right last night. So, but it go either way. The Eagles' offense is so weak. It is just the only upside was you guys lost on Sunday, and we need you guys to lose because I am not confident about the backward slide I'm seeing in the last two losses.
Yeah, we need y'all to lose too. So
yeah,
the only hope I know we have is for y'all to keep losing because now we're in
you guys won. That would have really put the pressure on.
Yeah, congrats to the Lions, by the way. Ed, congrats to your team. All the
yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
I'm always rooting for the Lions. Joshua, what's happening, man? But
I didn't even watch the dude. My girl was over, and so I was like, "Hey, let me check the game, see what's going on." I watched the game for a little bit, and I was like, "You know what? I'm just not the offense. I don't want
the offense."
I was like, I don't want to be in a bad mood tonight, so I'm just not even going to watch the game.
Your offense is scoring touchdowns. I mean,
yeah.
But if
the problem's been the defense. The defense has gotten a little bit better, but it's not enough. Even if we made the playoffs, I don't think that we would make it through. We have a Super Bowl offense, in my opinion, but we don't have a playoff defense, in my opinion. So I don't know.
Yeah. So Barlord,
we just hope that y'all keep losing. So if y'all,
it's very possible.
What about the Chiefs, though, man? Under 500. The Chiefs under 500, dude.
Yeah, I know that's well. You know what? It's so hard to be relevant year after year like that.
Yeah, I bet the rest of the NFC is very happy right now, bro.
It happens, man. It happens. There's nothing you can do about it. What's helping both teams, the Cowboys and the Birds, is the fact that Washington did not come out the way we thought they would.
Yeah.
Okay. The Giants came out about it as expected, but I thought it would be the Commanders fighting with the Birds for the lead in the Eastern Division, but that didn't happen, man. So it's been interesting. And Texans, all of a sudden, I mean, it's like teams you never would have thought of. The Colts had bad news, obviously, because Danny Dimes is hurt. I think is it season ending?
I don't know. I haven't heard.
So, but it hasn't been a bit of a surprise. Teams I didn't think would do well. I saw that CJ Ertz Yeah, he got some shout outs from the Philly fans. Zach Ertz is always a guy, I mean, who Eagles fans will support. I hate to see him leave, but I understood what was going on. That Dallas Goedert was younger. They both post about the same numbers, so you can't hold on to two elite tight ends. It's just but yeah. So we feel bad for Zach Ertz because he did a lot when he was in Philly. So that sucks. The injuries are just like so. Canadian, what's happened? So to defend the Lions have been decimated by injuries. So that's part of the problem they're faced with, unfortunately. So, but yeah, I saw that meme on Facebook, and I'm like, it immediately made me think of you.
Okay. Of course, man. Yeah, of course. But yeah, the Lakers are doing pretty well. Lakers are doing pretty
Yankees.
well.
Okay, I'm like, come on, man. This is Robbie all over the place.
Apparently I'm not the only one.
I don't know. Sounds like there's a common denominator there. Yeah, okay, Triple B. That's what I thought. Danny Dimes has torn Achilles, so he's done for the season. It's so unfortunate because he was having the year of his life, and I believe he only has a 1-year deal with the Colts.
Wow.
So right as and Achilles injuries usually take something like a year. So I don't know what's going to happen. It's too bad. It is too bad. Niners, Alberta. Yeah, the Niners have had 2 tough years with injuries. That's for sure. It happened last season and this season.
Sorry, I was just shopping.
Yeah, I can see that. You want a bag? Can I get you a bag, sir? All right. So
this is something I would tell people because we have a lot of fans here. This is something I would absolutely find to pick up. It's the Dynamite art collection.
Which is what he just did.
Lucio Puig. I mean, he's probably, I don't want to, I'm not going to pigeonhole people. One of the most popular artists that Dynamite has.
Amazing.
By
his art is absolutely amazing.
I've got a few of these books. The benefits of picking friends real well. I've got a few of these books. They're really nicely put together. The Lucio Puig one is perfect for I'm hoping Triple B has this out there somewhere. I can't think of a better way. A buddy of mine hasn't read Vampirella comics in 25 years, and he picked one up just for the pictures. I was like, I get it.
All right. So tonight we got an interesting mix of
Happy birthday,
items.
Ken.
Happy birthday, Ken. So I've got $2 books, back issues. We've got, as always, sketch covers. Some $5 books, and then some trades. What numbers are the X-Men and the Hulk 181? Let me see.
People are so obsessed with Vampirella, they forget that Lucio Puig did covers like this for John Carter, Warlord of Mars.
The Hulk 181 facsimile is $5, and the other one you were looking for, the X-Men 254 is $2. X-Men Annual 2000 is $2. I think that's the only X-Men. Right? So Elvis, if you want to claim anything, just put in the chat, and then there is a link pinned at the top of the chat, which is our fulfillment form. If you could fill that out, because I don't think we've ever taken a claim from you, so we don't have any of your info. So that'll give us your email, your mailing address, so we can send it to you if you do indeed claim it. All right. And then we will invoice you the very next day for payment. So there's nothing to do now. We don't take the payment right now. We take it after you receive the invoice. So that's why the fulfillment form is so important, because we will email you the invoice. All right. So is John going to show us? You want to show them?
Sure. You know what? You guys have probably seen the, Lucio Puig, I'm guessing, is the most closely associated with Vampirella. He's done a lot of Red Sonja. Personally, I am a huge fan of John Carter of Mars. And here's just one of the sort of covers that he did back in the day.
Cool.
Yeah. I have always been a huge fan of, the Warlord of Mars stuff, John Carter of Mars. Dynamite has sort of pigeonholed DJ Thoris, at least at John Carter's level. There was some of the DJ Thoris books have actually outsold the John Carter book. A lot of them is storytelling, but I just think a lot of it is art.
It's amazing.
So I would tell you right now, if you're looking, a lot of your typical favorites are in this Art of Lucio Prio book. Red Sonja and Vampirella, of course. There's some pretty cool stuff in here, like from the jungles of Earth to the wastes of Barsoom. And his coloring, his work, it kind of speaks for itself a little bit. I was looking for this. This is probably my favorite cover he did, simply because it just encapsulates everything that was Mars for me when I was 12 years old. It was DJ Thoris, it was John Carter, and it was the Carnivorous White Apes. And I love this cover. Apparently Lucio Prio loved this too. So I would absolutely recommend to anyone, if you're looking for, something that maybe...
That may be the only one left. I don't even know if we have it.
No,
have an
there's another
inventory.
one, and then of course there's the one at my house, but...
Yeah, not part of our inventory. All right, so tonight we have the $5 books, the $2 books, and CGCs. I have hot ones, I've been told. 9.6 and 9.8.
Okay, last one, and then I'm going to close this because we got a lot of stuff to do. But I don't know what got me started on a Warlord of Mars thing, but look at that. I mean, that is about as good a cover as I have seen anyone do anywhere for Warlord of Mars. That's just so, when you're kind of clicking around, maybe you're at your comic book shop or whatever, go find it. Dynamite Art of Lucio Prio.
All right, if you are just joining us, the giveaway of the night is Death of Wolverine #1, signed by Terry and Rachel Dodson. Hashtag is, all you got to do is enter the hashtag once in the chat, hashtag EXP Monday, all lowercase. All right, as always, we have the Dynamite 10-pack reader set. 10 random Dynamite titles, $3.99 cover price or higher, so $40 retail or higher. And we have it, as always, just about a giveaway price of $5. Then we have the Dynamic Forces Mystery Box. Best deal we've ever had on the show. 2 CGC 9.8s or 2 metal covers or one of each, up to you. 1 virgin, 1 signed, 1 exclusive, and 10 back issues. $200 retail value guaranteed. And we've got it for $85. All right, sketch covers. We have Silver Surfer, cover sketch by Joe Coria, Joe Del Beato, and Mariano Nicieza. MSRP of $149.99. And we have it tonight for $65. Then Fantastic Four #1 with Herbie cover sketch by Joe Del Beato and Mariano Nicieza. Suggested retail of $149.99, and I've got this one for $65. Then we have FF #1 with Mr. Fantastic cover sketch by Dan Eilinger and Mariano Nicieza. MSRP of $149.99, and we have this one for $65. And then Fantastic Four #1 with Dr. Doom cover sketch by Silverback, Joe Del Beato and Mariano Nicieza. MSRP of $149.99, and we have this one for $65.
Yeah, the mystery box is just sort of. I see Mike Asbill mentioning the mystery box in the chat.
Yeah, it's the best deal we've ever had.
It's the best deal we have, and it's a great way to sort of jumpstart. You know what I mean? Maybe you haven't picked up anything in a while. Maybe you're looking to sort of pick, like try something new or whatever. that mystery box. I mean, I've seen some of these before.
Marcus, what's up, bud? All right, and then final sketch cover of the night, The Thing cover sketch by Will Torres and Joconda Hernandez.
The white turtleneck.
Yeah, straight from the movie.
MSRP of $149.99, and we have this one for $6.
We got it in the movie. I mean, they sort of, they tried.
I really enjoyed that movie, Bob.
They tried to check as many boxes in that movie, the Fantastic Four movie, as they could. They really did. If people had problems with the movie, well, all right, man, whatever. I've seen a lot less effort put into some movies. They really sort of went out of their way to kind of, we talked about this before.
Good. Yeah.
Love Letter to Fantastic Four, very much, I think, a love letter to Jack Kirby, which was kind of overdue. In some of these
You guys
movies.
kind of called it that probably 2-3 years ago, that it needed to take place sometime in the 60s.
Yeah, we had this conversation on this show, actually. Setting it in that sort of retro futuristic made a lot of sense.
Yeah, it did.
And I think the best Fantastic Four stories, I mean, I've read the book for 50 years plus. The best stories are sort of from that time period. John Byrne sort of tried to infuse that energy into his run. A lot of it was successful. Some of it was a little bit, kind of not as successful as he would have wanted to. But it's just the charm. And I think it's really because it's rooted even 10 years before that. These are challenges of the unknown in the superhero world. Right.
All right. So now we have the $2 or $5 books. Just brought them out. I have a bunch of them. All right. Starting with Star Wars, The High Republic, number 8. Got this one for $5.
Yeah, Marcus, you're right. Now, what they do with the characters after this, different. We needed to get that first Captain America movie set in during World War II. Like, you needed that there. And it's the same with Fantastic Four. We kind of needed that in, like, the space age of the 1960s.
Right.
And now, of course, if they're, jumping universes and, it looks like it, Thunderbolts, whatever, that's all fine and well. But you kind of needed that first sort of... sure, Jay, whatever you say.
Yeah, that worked, Jay. Sorry about that.
Why did we miss 645?
Yeah, we blew right past
We're
it.
just awful with this.
All right. Next up, we got Star Wars.
It's only our 4th year, so please be patient.
The High Republic, number 9. I got this one for $5.
Oh, I just got this one pounded on the table. Cool.
What number is that?
This one's number 6.
Then we have Star Wars: The High Republic, number 6, and I got that one for $5. And
I
then
like this cover because this one has had a little bit of like a Mike Mignola energy.
yeah, I see what you're saying.
You know what I mean? It's sort of like I just sort of like you don't see a lot of that when it comes to Star Wars, and I just think that's pretty cool.
All right, then we have number 11.
I think there's a lot of like first appearances in this run too. A lot of new Star Wars lore established.
All right, then we have number 12. Also have it for $5. All right, so let's do a quick recap, just in case anyone is joining us a little bit late. So the giveaway of the night, if you missed it, is Death of Wolverine number 1, signed by Terry and Rachel Dodson. Hashtag is CJ.
CJ trolling like Gail Simone does when she just randomly posts what's a Star Wars and then just lets it go and watches the 6,000 responses where, and she's just laughing. My favorite thing Gail Simone does by far on social media, she'll post something and then fans who don't know who she is will try to fansplain something to her and she'll calmly remind them, sweetie, I wrote this book. I watched her do it with Red Sonja one day. And I thought to myself, you have to understand, this is the essence of Red Sonja. And I'm like, okie doke. And I followed that, I guess, because I had the free time, I just followed it. And he went down at least 10, 12, 15 exchanges. And Gail was like, and everybody else is just like, they're dying because they're like, this lady just ended. Like, this is a few years ago. It was when she had ended her huge Dynamite run. And I'm like, yes, please, by all means, fansplain to Gail Simone who Red Sonja is.
All right. So then the Dynamite 10-pack reader set. 10 random Dynamite titles, $3.99 cover price or higher. So we have that, as always, for $5.
Nice, Marcus. It's hard to offend the kids who never watch baseball.
The DF Mystery Box. 2 CGC 9.8s or 2 metal covers or one of each. Up to you. 1 virgin, 1 signed, 1 exclusive, and 10 back issues. All included and $200 retail value, and we've got it for $85.
Yeah, I mean, I can't think of a better way. If I'm going to drop $85, I can't think of a better way. Like a better deal.
Just for the night, I'm going to do, as we're approaching the holiday season, I'm going to drop this price to $75 tonight.
Oh, wow.
Fired.
The best deal got even better, y'all.
Yeah, I was going to say the best deal even got better. And we're 2 weeks out from Christmas?
Yeah, I know. It's hard to believe.
I don't know if you're guaranteeing that stuff will get there before Christmas because it's getting kind of late, but.
CJ, you trying to get me killed? Lock the door. So I'll do it for $75 if you claim it tonight. Alberto, the DF Mystery Box, I'm doing it for $75 tonight. And I can't get away with that for long. And if you claim one tonight and you send the submission form, very important, we'll get you invoice and I will get it out the door no later than Wednesday. So it should make it there. Marcus, I don't know if I can do all Mannix again. I'll try. I can definitely do the metals. Oh, ha, CJ, funny. All right. Sketch covers. I'm going to do them all for $50. Just to get things moving. All right, here we go. Silver Surfer cover sketch by Joe Coria, Joe Delbiato, and Mariano Nicieza. Suggested retail of $149.99, and we've got it for $50 now. Yeah, Marcus, I could probably do Mannix Metals if you want one. All right, Fantastic Four #1 with Herbie cover sketch by Joe Delbiato and Mariano Nicieza. MSRP of $149.99, and we've got this one for $50.
They even made Herbie look cool in the Fantastic Four movie.
Yeah, they did.
I mean, that's not the easiest thing to do. And again, I don't know if that would have worked if it was set like in a modern setting or something like that. I don't, you know what I mean? I don't, that just worked real well.
All right. Then FF #1 with the Mr. Fantastic cover sketch by Dan Eilinger and Mariano Nicieza. MSRP of $149.99, and we have this one for $50.
The new pink markers came in. I'll tell you right now, if you follow Tracy Medina, I don't even know if Tracy's in the chat tonight, but if you follow Tracy Medina, she's been posting this last week of stuff that she was sending to Dynamite. And I let her know that for the foreseeable future, Mariano will be busy, lost in the mailroom, trying to find out what happened to that package that Tracy sent. Because she did a Golden Age Jay Garrick flash.
Oh, nice.
That, yeah, I was very clear. I try to be honest and respectful. If I see it before you do, you're not going to see it. It's that good. She also did a couple really cool Supermans and some other stuff. I don't know if it's all coming in the same package. She just thought it was funny. I said, Mariano's next thing is going to be the mystery of the missing Medina art.
All right. Then we have Fantastic
Marcus,
Four.
Nick, I would be stunned if Nick sees this piece and sells it. That's how good this piece is.
Fantastic Four #1 with Dr. Doom cover sketch by Silverback, Joe Delbiato, and Mariano Nicieza. MSRP of $149.99, and I've lowered this one to $50. Then The Thing cover sketch by Will Torres and Joconda Hernandez. MSRP of $149.99, and we've got this one at $50. All right, and then we have Star Wars: The High Republic, number 8, and we got that for $5. Number 9, got that for $5. Number 6, and we've got that for $5. Number 11, and I got that for $5. And then number 12, and we've got that for $5. All right. So the $2 books, here we go. Uncanny X-Men number 254. Got this for $2.
Some good stuff to fill out runs here, man.
I was gonna say, this is, if you want to buy yourself something for Christmas, this is a good way to fill out some of these runs that, things you might have missed, things you just maybe want to upgrade a copy.
All right, then X-Men Annual number 2, or X-Men Annual 2000. Got this for $2. Battle World Red Skull number 1. Got that for $2.
That's a dope cover.
I was gonna say, this is a very cool. This is like a nice companion book to the Red Skull Bring on the Bad Guys, which just was a couple months ago, maybe.
All right.
Yep.
Then we have Quasar number 17.
Quasar, they kept trying to make this a thing. God bless them.
I have this for $2. Then Iron Man number 71, Falcon number 1, lenticular cover. I don't know. Yeah, you kind of, when you scan it, it looks like that. I don't know why. So, you should probably flash it.
I was going to say, I think I'm going to kind of run up there a little bit.
Do you
People are
mind?
probably tired of seeing me jump up here real quick, but for something
Should be
like
up
this.
there. You see it?
Yeah, I see it. It's giving me a headache when I look at it, but now I don't know how well this is going to work on camera, but
Works good, actually. Works pretty good.
I don't know if that's working out for people or if they can see it or whatever.
I'm watching screen. Yeah, it's working. You're doing good.
But it's very cool. I understand a lot of people, these are kind of gimmicky covers and maybe they don't have like the high demand.
I'll
But
have to look. TJ, email me and I will look tomorrow. But I don't think they always have the double BB or ZZ. It depends on how many covers are being made for that particular issue. All right.
Ooh, did you get to this Hulk thing yet?
Which one?
Hulk number 6? Variant edition?
Not yet.
We'll have to get to that when we come back from the break, which I think is right now.
I think it is.
We'll
All
be
right,
back in
we're
a
going to
bit.
take our second break. Hang out. We'll be right back.
Boring old Tuesday.
Kick it!
Hey, let's get to it.
Henri Copen scours collections and comic shops to bring you the biggest deals on beautiful
I'm
comics.
very eager to sell these books.
Plus, he smashes those other boring sales shows. Henri's got fire, excitement, personality, key books, Momo books,
Sexy! Momo books for ya.
a cute dog, weird accents,
69, bro!
a wheel of skid bark.
They do wheel spins at the end of every show.
You'll laugh, you'll cry, you'll score huge bargains.
That is Haktua magic right there, all right?
Kicking it with Henri, Tuesday nights, part of the experience. Sure, comic books are beautiful, but underneath, there's something more authentic and exciting. The original art. See the pencils, the lines, the shading, as if you were there in the studio watching the artist work. Getting a peek at comics' backstage is easy with the original art experience.
All right, Friday night, guys. Thank you for being here. To be doing anything, the fact that you're here means the world to me.
Nick's pieces are always value priced with your budget in mind, for the beginning collector to the veteran.
And this is gorgeous. You got Aquaman and Mira.
Join the original art experience with Nick and our friendly crew of regulars, even if it's just to enjoy the art. Fridays at 7. It's all part of the experience.
Did you know that Arthur, King of the Britons in Monty Python and the Holy Grail was played by a famous Graham? Check out another famous Graham by following our Instagram.
Hey, we're back. Hey, Acres, what's happening? All right, so to continue on. Next up, we got Black Widow #1. Got that for $2.
That's a nice cover.
That's a great run too. The start of a really great run on Black Widow.
Yeah. All right, then Wolverine #47, and I got that for $2.
I don't even know if people remember how cool this movie was, but one of the best things that they did was Dynamite did Kevin Conrad's Sky Captain.
Oh yeah,
Art
I
of
remember
Tomorrow.
that movie. All right, then we have Incredible Hulk #181, and then we have that for $5.
Acres of movies put Charles Bronson at 33 would have been a good Wolverine. Maybe it's because I was out and about for lunch today, but I thought that said Charles Manson at 33, and I'm like, dude, what are you doing? But no. Yeah, I totally agree, man. Acres of movies, you're right. Charles Bronson would have done a great job as Wolverine.
All right, then we have Daredevil #600, and I've got that for $5. And then Hulk #6, and we've got that one for $5.
Nice homage cover right there.
That's very cool. That was what I was talking about right before we went to the break. That was very cool.
All right, then we have The Boys, Dear Becky #1 with Homelander,
Pretty dope cover.
and we have that for $5. All right, the trades that I brought tonight, they are all Queen Sonia.
Everyone's yearly budget is spent. They could apply for like the Dynamite Visa card, right? I'm sure Nick wouldn't mind me extending credit to a few hundred of our friends.
All right, first up, we got Queen Sonia, The Red Queen, Volume 2. Trade paperback.
I love this run.
MSRP of $19.99. I got it for $12. All right. Then Queen Sonia, Son of Set, Volume 4 trade. Cover price of $19.99. And we've got this one for $12 tonight. Queen Sonia, Heavy Hits the Crown trade. Cover price of $29.99. And we have this one for $17. And then Queen Sonia Omnibus trade. Cover price of $39.99. And we have this one for $24.
Now that's a great deal because you get the big chunk in order right there. That's awesome.
That's what I was going to say. This is maybe, I mean, the mystery box is probably the best value, but if you're not looking to spend $85 at $40 or whatever it is, 39. What is this?
24.
Yeah, this is, you get a nice chunk of probably what I would consider one of the better Red Sonja runs. It's not like the others are bad, but this one really stood out for me. And you're getting a nice chunk of this here.
All right. Then we have Queen Sonia Ascendancy trade. Cover price of $19.99. And we have this one for $12. All right. Here are the CGC slabs that we brought tonight. Batman #1, Art Germ foil variant, CGC 9.8. Have this for $150 tonight. Absolute Batman #1, Jim Lee variant.
Are they still
CGC
doing that?
9.8.
Did that take off? Did that become popular at all?
Yeah, I mean, I think a few people read it.
Few people read it.
Yeah, and it's even getting huger, y'all, because this is a good price. This is an absolute Batman #1. It's a Jim Lee variant, $150. The regular one goes for around $90 to $100 raw, right? And this book just gets more and more hype. And this week sees the release of issue 15, which is the origin of the absolute Joker, which is unlike any other Joker we've ever seen in comics, including all the Elseworlds. You've never seen a Joker like this. People are going to lose their minds. They're already losing their minds. This book's just going to go up.
I'm assuming we're going to get Absolute Batman, an animated movie. Although I'm a little bit hesitant to say that because I guess Netflix and Paramount are push-pulling with
I want to talk about that.
Netflix or whatever. But when with WB, when they stop the nonsense, I would very much like to see an Absolute Batman. In a perfect world, it would be an Absolute Batman animated series. I think that's maybe a little bit too much to ask for, but
and another thing is, over the weekend, James Gunn shouted out this book, right?
Yes.
And I'm not saying that the DCU Batman's going to be based on this, but I wouldn't be surprised if there were elements pulled out from Absolute Batman. There are things that are making this work. It's like a lot of 20-year-olds coming into the shop, checking out the book. They're loving it. I cannot keep the books in stock. Like, no matter how many I order, it's basically printing money DC's doing right now with Absolute Batman. It's insane.
All right. So then All-Star Batman #1, Dynamic Forces variant, CGC 9.8. And we have this one for 150. And then finally we have Deadpool. Oh no, we have two more. Deadpool Batman #1, Mark Bagley variant, CGC 9.6. And we have this one for 150.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Absolute Overkill sounds like an Image book from like 1999.
I think
Like
that book would be called Extreme Overkill, though.
like Black Bloody Deathstrike and titles like this. I mean, a lot of times you would just see like a promo and you would never see anything again. But
all right, final CGC is Absolute Batman #1 logo foil, CGC 9.8, and we have this one for 200.
this thing looks amazing, by the way. I feel bad because no shade, but the picture doesn't do it justice.
It doesn't.
How cool this thing looks.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Jay. It's so hard to get an accurate pic. So you see my phone where DC logo is?
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, these books are only going to go up. They're only going to go up right now at this point. They're only going to go up. The hype keeps building on this book. It's insane.
Well, we talk about this for years on this show. We talk about get it on the way up. Don't wait until, we've talked about this for a long time. Don't wait until projects are announced. Don't wait until, everybody is going to the comic book store on the same day. Like somebody announces something on Sunday and Monday they're pulling the doors off the comic book store. Yeah, the guy's charging you more and he probably should. That's how we keep.
What do you mean, Corey? I have like 10s we don't get a lot of. But let's see.
Ooh, Martian Manhunter.
Ooh, nice.
Jay, maybe you could reach out to one of the 317 dealers connected to the experience and they could get one for.
All right, let's do a recap of the $2 books and $5 books and the CGC slabs. All right, so we started with Uncanny X-Men #254. Got that for $2. I don't know, Corey. You have to check online.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't even know if we got any 10s. Then we have X-Men Annual 2000. Got that for $2. So Battle World Red Skull #1. Got that for $2. Quasar #17.
Great cover, man.
The Red Skull.
Yeah, that Red Skull cover is just cool.
All right. Then Quasar #17. Got that for $2. Then Iron Man #71 and Falcon #1 lenticular cover. Got that for $2. Then Black Widow #1. I got that for $2. Then Wolverine #47. I got that for $2. Incredible Hulk number 181, the facsimile. Got that for $5. Daredevil number 600. Got that for $5. Hulk number 6. Had that for $5. The Boys Dear Becky number 1. And I got that for $5.
I just looked
really like
apparently no 9.9s or 10s for Absolute Batman number 1 yet, but looking at numbers of 9.8s, y'all should definitely buy these CGC ones we got up here. Like seriously, like
yeah, I mean,
those are actually really good prices that we have going on right here, right now. So
yeah, you're right. This is a Becky book, literally. Yeah, I just feel bad. People are kind of maybe not jumping on stuff, and I think, not to be a jerk, but I think they'll regret it later. Because they'll see the price they could have got it for today, and they'll see the price it is in March, and they'll be like, oh, I should have got it in December. Yes.
All right. So then we have the trades. Queen Sonia, the Red Queen, Volume 2 trade. Cover price of $19.99, and we have for $12. Then Queen Sonia, Son of Set, Volume 4 trade. Cover price of $19.99, and we have that one for $12. Then Queen Sonia, Heavy Sits the Crown trade. Cover price of $29.99, and we have this one for $17. Queen Sonia Omnibus trade. Cover price of $39.99, and we have this one for $24. Queen Sonia Ascendancy trade. Cover price of $19.99, and we have this one for $12. Then Batman number 1, Archer and Foil, CGC 9.8. Have that for $150. Absolute Batman number 1, Jim Lee variant, CGC 9.8. Have that for $150.
Robbie made the comment about printing money. If there were going to be faces of creators on comic book money, Jim Lee would be one of them.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, you know what I mean? So,
all right. All-Star Batman number 1, Dynamic Forces variant, CGC 9.8. Have that for $150. Then Deadpool Batman number 1, Mark Bagley variant, CGC 9.6. Have that for $150. Then Absolute Batman number 1, Logo Foil, CGC 9.8. Have that for $200. Nothing? No one? Okay. All right.
Rex, you mentioned this earlier, so I'm just letting you know. I just saw it reported that the Colts are planning to bring Phillip Rivers into the facility to practice because it seems like Jones's career season is done. It is done. So
yeah,
looks like they're going to get.
I remember. I thought I saw that somewhere. See you, Corey. You got it, man. All right. So I do want to know what you guys think of the Netflix Warner deal.
They wouldn't even give you a fraction of a second to enjoy it before Paramount decided to jump in there. Larry Ellison doesn't strike me as the kind of guy I want to be in charge of, Harry Potter and Batman and stuff like that. And to be honest with you, I'm not even sure if I want Netflix to be in charge of Harry Potter and Batman. Ellison is one of those guys that just skeeves me out, man. I just, he's got the James Bond villain vibe. I think Netflix is better than Paramount in the term of I'd rather get shot in the shoulder than the chest. I'm still taking a bullet. Let's be clear.
Hey, just real quick. Friday, we're going to have a little bit of, I'm going to show something that is a grail. So not for sale, just something I'm showing on Friday.
So the Cup of a Carpenter?
And it's got a connection to John Cassaday, and John's birthday is 2 days after Friday show. So.
There you go. So Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern for the original art show. Nick's gonna have some that I don't know, Alberto, and he just left the room. So you have enough on Friday. I saw the paperwork on all the ones that sold out. All right. So what do you think, Rob?
Man, I don't really know how I feel about this, man. Like, it seems like, first of all, I don't want too many companies controlling all the media, right? I also, I've seen a lot of knee-jerk reactions of people being like, this is the end of theaters, this is the end of physical media, things like that. Like, I don't know if you actually look into it, like Netflix has said they don't want to change Warner Brothers as a studio. They want them to still do their thing, have theatrical releases. They don't plan on ending HBO Max. Of course, all this stuff could be BS and they could just be saying that right now. But I mean, I don't know, man. I honestly don't know. Like,
Netflix and HBO Max without ads will be like $59.95 a month. Now, I'll pay for that because I hate ads, but the point is, a lot of people are not going to want to drop $60 a month for Netflix and HBO Max.
Yeah, like, so like it gives, as consumers, it gives Netflix a lot more content, and it's cool if that content finds its way over to Netflix, or they may do some kind of a bundle thing like Disney does with Hulu and ESPN. Maybe they'll put together a bundle of HBO and Netflix or something like that. But like, I don't think Netflix is a good content creator. Do you get what I'm saying? Like a good production company. I think they're a good streaming service, but I don't think they're good. I mean, they make things that are hits, right? Like Stranger Things and other things like that and some movies, but like, I don't know. They're more, Netflix deals their business more on the algorithm, right? And less on like the art of filmmaking, right? But we're seeing more and more companies do that. But I don't know, man. I don't think it's a good idea, but you know,
not for me, Eddie. Eddie said $60 a month is still cheaper than going to the theater.
Yeah, no doubt.
Not for me.
Sure with you.
I pay $25 a month and I roll in every other day.
So
yeah, and then I don't know if you heard about this, but AMC's got a popcorn pass now. Did you hear about that?
Yep.
So it's like $30. It costs $30, but it gives you half price popcorn for the entirety of 2026. Popcorn being like $10-12.
Yeah.
Do you think about it? You go to the theater, if you go to the theater like I do, and you get popcorn like 5-6 times, that thing's paying for itself. So I think I'm going to get a popcorn pass, man.
It's just, you know what? I just got a thing from Regal Unlimited that they're going to be, because you get stuff that's discounted right now. If you have the app, you get your tickets. Right. You can order, and you do get discounts on their different values or whatever, like, you know, hot dog, popcorn, soda bundles or whatever. But I don't think it's discounted enough to make as many people buy as they need to buy. I think if they will do something similar to this, like, you know, for lack of a better term, like Regal Super Unlimited, you know, give people popcorn and soda, get them paying monthly subscriptions. That's way better than having to try, not to mention when people pay $25 a month for Regal Unlimited, they're motivated to go to the movie, so they're not wasting their money, because everybody knows the hardest thing to do is cancel a subscription service.
So wait a minute. Marvel fan has an interesting comment. So Marvel fan, why do you think it'll help independent films? I'm curious.
Yeah, I don't see that, because
I don't either.
It's not going to help them get a theatrical release. I guess is the idea that if theaters are still around, they're going to have to lean more into indie movies aside from big movies. But like theaters, they don't really.
Theaters will start to fold even faster.
Kevin Smith said this at one of his Q&As like 7 years ago. If you're serious about helping independent films, go to art house theaters and go to film festivals. Like, if you're serious about doing it, and because somebody asked them in the crowd,
or watch the indie films that are on the streaming services.
Yes.
Like get a subscription to Sundance Channel, get a subscription to IFC, get a subscription to this. Like when you're on Paramount Plus, go look for the indie movies. That's what they're seeing. It's all computers now, y'all.
Yes.
It's all like computers and AI telling them this is what people are liking. That's why everything is the same. That's why everything feels cookie cutter, right? It's because that's what they're doing. Nobody's making decisions anymore going, this is something I saw somebody mention John Campea, and I do watch John Campea and I like it. And they were talking about this. And one of the things that one of his dudes, I think his name is Rob, he was saying it's a person that makes the decision to give George Lucas the money to make Star Wars, because Star Wars was nothing that had happened before, right? And everybody passed on that movie, right? And there's a lot of stories like this. Lord of the Rings, right? Every studio passed on it, right? Until finally New Line Cinema was like, let's do it. They took a chance. AI algorithms don't take chances. So we're losing that when it goes to film. Does that make sense? Because I firmly believe that.
Oh no, I agree that too. I mean, every time I see someone talking about AI, this, that, or whatever, I just sort of picture that, like, you know, I think about this quote almost every day. People can't help themselves with the AI. It's the newest drug addiction, whatever, blah, blah, blah. It's the Arnold Schwarzenegger quote in Terminator 2. It's in your nature to destroy yourselves. It doesn't matter if it's blowing up the planet or, you know, destroying something like movies or television or comic books or whatever. This is just bad. There's no argument to be made for any of this stuff being good. And what's insulting to me is when comic book fans are like, AI is great. And I'm like, so you have never read a single comic book like featuring Ultron. You've not seen the Star Trek episode, The Ultimate Computer. Trust me when I tell you, there is no instance where this ends up good. And people still want to talk about, oh, business decisions and this and that. And AI wrote my resume.
So
I hope I just live long enough to see robots herding these people into battery camps like the Matrix.
So TJ, that's true. The cost is reduced today than it was back in the past. But the problem is they will get no support because it's already been happening. The big studios will only back something that has a formula to it, whether it be Avengers or some superhero flick.
They would rather do a remake to Roadhouse than the next movie.
Exactly.
Oh my God! When I saw that,
I think one of the things Rob said in particular is Netflix would have never greenlit Sinners. And in 1977, Netflix, if they were judging that algorithm based on what people were watching, they never would have greenlit Star Wars. You know, like these are like iconic. The Matrix, nothing like the Matrix had ever existed before the Matrix, right? When Lord of the Rings came out, were people into fantasy? No. So they wouldn't have greenlit that. You get what I'm saying? Like you need to have people take chances and give.
I disagree with that statement. There are people still watching indie movies, I believe, but not enough to warrant or justify to studio heads of dumping the kind of marketing money. So from what I hear, and I don't know this for
I don't know if a lot of independent filmmakers want some like soulless suit telling them how to make their passion project. I don't think they want that. I think this is where you sort of kind of have more of like a general, I'm trying to think of a good way to put this. Like, I don't want to quite say a public funding of the arts. I'm probably not saying this the right way, but there should be some alternative to Kevin Smith's running up his credit cards to do Clerks, or, you know, selling out to the point where you just become another corporate commodity for 100.
Or you're going to wind up like Chris Stuckman, right? He's YouTube movie reviewer.
You're right. CJ is right. No garage bands would make it anymore. College
right.
radio.
And so, like, but the
I'm an old person. College radio.
One thing I'm seeing with indie films is the same thing you see with indie comics sometimes is the crowdfund, right? They're trying to get crowdfunding involved, right? But like if you're not a name or don't have a following, right? Like Chris Stuckman was able to help finance his film through crowdfunding because he had a successful YouTube channel, right? But other people, like, I don't know. And maybe that is the thing is Kevin Smith had to max out his credit cards. Quentin Tarantino worked at a video store and met the right people. These dudes worked and did what they could at that time. Nowadays, the problem with indie filmmaking isn't accessibility, because anybody can make a movie on their phone now. With their phone in an app, you can make a movie. Like if Kevin Smith had this back in 1993, Clerks would have been, he wouldn't have had to sell his comic book collection and max out credit cards, right? But the problem is now everybody's doing it, and people would rather see self-made 30-second TikTok videos than an hour and a half thoughtful and resounding indie movie.
Well, so wait a minute. So I understand what you're saying, Rob, and I don't necessarily disagree, but I think that it's kind of always been the case, okay? like books. You have to weed out the books that are garbage from ones that are hidden gems. So for me, it's kind of personal, right? In the sense that my father, who was an electrical engineer for years and a college professor for most of his adult life, eventually went into making independent films. And you can all Google it if you want. Peter Wang movies, and they should come up.
Well, then why are you here?
Because he made indie movies. Nobody gets rich making indie movies. You get crushed by the big studios. Even back then, in the early 80s, around that time, mid 80s, even then, the studios controlled very much what people saw. But in that period of time, indies were still being made, and certain segments of the population were watching it. Okay, but now I'm not so sure it's happening because you have competition, as Robbie says, 20-second TikTok videos, influencers, if you will, making little things like that. You have these shorts that are now coming out. So is that indie movie being made, or is that something that's going to end up getting lost in all the
Wang Empire? You're right, CJ. See, I need a significant amount of money to go to the hands of the guy from Bat in the Sun, because I would like some of those Bat in the Sun videos to be a little bit longer.
I have to be honest. I mean, like any filmmaker from that era, making small independent films, it was really a story based on the experiences of his life. All right. So
7:30. Do we have to take another break?
We will in a second. Okay. So I got to see the films. I got to see one film being made in Taiwan, and it was called First Date, and was really my dad's experience growing up as a student in Taiwan, post World War II, and it was interesting to see the film. It was interesting to see what was going on and the way he told the story. There was no action. No one got shot. The most action in that film was there was a science experiment as they were trying to separate hydrogen from water. The test bottle blew up. So that was the biggest effect that they had. Okay. And the actor kind of burned his hand a little bit. I remember that. But it was interesting to see how a film was made, and being able to bring that vision to light, if you will. And I feel like that's going to get lost with the onset of AI, with the way that the big studios are starting to consolidate, along with it's very strange. I just see all that eventually getting lost. And I feel badly because there are movies that we used to watch, that we would watch, that we no longer take a chance at or watching anymore.
Yeah.
Because the opportunity is not there, and we're inundated with all of the different things coming out. I mean, right now, it's hard to watch just superhero films because you got so many flooding the market. Back in the day when Superman came out, when Batman with Michael Keaton came out, you watch it because that was it. Okay? You want to see a high-quality Superman movie. The last time you saw Superman on the screen was George Reeve. Okay?
You forgot Kirk Allen. Why does everyone forget Kirk Allen?
So, Akers, thank you for saying so. My experience is just like anyone else. It's just, you happen to luck into it.
Thanks for your insight, man.
Yeah, Rex, thanks.
I show up whenever the hell I want to. So
check my Dynamite contract. Oh, wait a minute.
You got your comics, didn't you?
I did get my comics.
Okay, then.
Nick is going to wonder what happened to this copy of this book, too.
I didn't see it then. I didn't see anything. I didn't hear anything. I don't know anything.
Will keep the secret.
The other witnesses that are watching the show, you're going to have to get their agreement.
I know, right?
But no, so to me, it's a form of art, like a good book, like a good a masterpiece painting. And then you have to begin to wonder: is that medium gonna be lost?
Yeah.
Just like
remember,
fine art?
Netflix doesn't look at film as art; it looks at it as
Yes.
content, right?
Yes, content. I don't.
It's
What is wrong with you?
and weird.
Edward's still flying on the medicine they gave him earlier today.
I told you to use the word movies behind it.
Good Lord.
So I'm just afraid that that's going to get lost. Okay. And it'd be a horrible thing if that form of art, form of expression gets lost. But it feels almost sanitized. So that's why I really enjoyed that movie, Mickey 17.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
that was offbeat. That was as close to an independent film as that I've watched in a long time.
See, part of me is concerned that I am.
No kidding. My dad knew Mako.
Oh, boy.
They were friends. I actually met him several times.
Next week on the show.
I'll tell you one thing that still holds true. A genre that embraces independent filmmaking and even studios embrace it, horror movies. You were talking about Mickey 17 is from the director of horror movies, right? Like you can make a name for yourself in horror movies. The dude who did Barbarian and Weapons, he can do whatever he wants now. Robert Eggers can do whatever he wants. So it still exists a little bit, but you got to be genre specific.
It wasn't even so much a horror film, obviously. I don't know if you've seen it, Mickey 17.
Marcus, I'm pretty sure Mickey 17.
But the dude who did it did horror movies that allowed him to be able to do, like when you see people like Ari Aster, Robert Eggers, right? Like people are like, and look at the back in the day, dude. Where did Tim Burton start? Where did Sam Raimi start? Where did Peter Jackson start? Like,
because all started at Disney, right?
That becomes a question. It doesn't get lost. Acres of movies. I don't really care about a Reggie White biopic. I respect him as a player, but he ended his career as a Packer, not an Eagle.
I want to see a Reggie White biopic with Will Smith just to see people lose their minds.
I'd rather have a Reggie Jackson biopic. How about that?
As long as it's Will Smith, because he makes people lose their minds. Like I
had to break this to you, Robbie. My daughter does have a picture with Reggie. He's very nice to kids, but to everyone else, he's a jerk.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah, I've met him a couple
times. He's the straw that stirs the drink, man.
Yeah, he is a major
Didn't
jerk.
he catch you in the company you work for, going through his locker, getting ready to just bag and tag stuff and sell it on your site?
He was just a real jerk, but he was very nice to my kid. So she was with me at the National Sports Convention in Baltimore that year, and she was obviously playing softball. So
they should have made a Reggie Jackson biopic in the '80s, and Ken Foree should have played him. John, you know what I'm talking about? The dude from Beyond and Dawn of the Dead.
Yeah,
dude, he would have been perfect, man. Back in the '80s, that would have been perfect.
But he was very nice, and he was nice to every kid that ever came up to him. Okay,
that's what's important.
You as an adult,
you can be a jerk to an adult, but as long as you're nice to kids.
Yeah, but he's a jerk to every adult I've ever seen.
He's like the Bobby Flay of baseball, because when young people go to see Bobby Flay at food shows, he's an absolute delight. And the second their mom wants to jump in for a picture and ruin the moment, Bobby's like, please stop. He is that. I've been to a lot of food shows with a lot of Food Network celebrities, a lot of sort of, high-level chefs over the years. Gordon Ramsay is nicer than Bobby Flay, and that is saying something.
All right. So, did he end his career as a Panther? Reggie Jackson? No, I thought it was he ended his career as a Packer.
Who are the Panthers as far as Reggie Jackson goes? Who are the Panthers?
No. Reggie White. She's talking about Reggie White.
Oh, all right.
Okay.
No, not Reggie Jackson.
I was like,
well, I realized we blew past the last break, so we're gonna do that, and then when we come back, we're gonna do the Dynamite books. So hang out. We'll be right back.
So the show is called The Geek Chat, and really, there's just a couple of geeks.
I'm Rich.
I'm Dez.
And we are your hosts for this weekly guide into comic bookery and all the geeky stuff that goes with it.
And that pretty much says it all. They talk about the latest movies and shows.
Okay, I'll be completely honest with you. Overall, D+ movie.
So the end. Did you know who that is?
That's She-Ra, yeah.
Yes.
The new #1 comics of the week.
We rep Samuel Jackson and we rep Mace Windu.
I passed on this. I was like...
No regrets.
No regrets. I really wanted to like this book. I really did. Like, I really did.
And just chat with each other. And with you.
Oh, Daniel says, I dosed off with the first one. I have zero interest in the Joker Harley ship, not Harley herself. Enjoy, not for me. Yeah, this movie's gonna be rough for me to sit through, I'll be honest.
The Geek Chat, Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern. Just a couple of honest geeks.
Let's be honest. Come on.
And that is why people watch us, because we're honest.
Giving their honest opinions.
And the thing you always have to remember about the internet is everyone has an opinion, and they all suck.
Part of the experience.
We know you probably get a lot of emails, but could you please make sure to sign up for our mailing list? We don't send a lot of emails, and we try not to bother you. We just want to give you the best information about all the cool stuff that's going on around here. Sign up on our website, theexplive.com. Twitch, it's not just what happens when you have too many energy drinks anymore. Check out our content over there, too.
All right. So first, I want to say, Akers, you are right. Reggie White did end his career as a Carolina Panther. I forgot about that. So I looked it up. All right. So Dynamite books coming out. We only have 2 this week. So this week is a light week. First up, we got Vampirella Armageddon #6, cover A by Francesco Mattina.
Been having a lot of fun with this book. Tom Snagowski, who has been writing Vampirella pretty much off and on since the 90s, continuing his story as Vampirella in Hell. You get a little bit of some more backstory in this particular issue. I'm having a lot of fun with this. I'm having a lot of fun with the covers too. Some great covers, man.
All right. Then we have cover B by Lyrics Lee. And then cover C by Joseph Michael Linzer. Then cover D, the cosplay cover. And then cover F, the 1:10 ratio cosplay Virgin. Cover G, the 1:10 ratio Linzer Virgin. Cover H, the 1:15 ratio Lyrics Lee Virgin. Then cover I, the 1:15 ratio Mattina Virgin. And then also out on Wednesday, Terminator Metal #3, cover A by Declan Shalvey.
Absolutely fantastic issue. A Terminator in the Old West, right?
Yeah.
I had Declan and Rory on, and they were talking to me about this book. This was months ago. So issue 1 hadn't dropped, hadn't read a lick of it, right? And I was like, yeah, man, you should have like an issue where like a Terminator goes back too far and he's in the Old West and he has to wait around. And they were all like, whoa, 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 whoa. Did you read something ahead of time?
Did you read something? I've had that experience too with creators over the years. Like, did he know something? No. It's just
dope, man. Like a Terminator in the Wild West. Last year we had the Santa Claus coming to town Terminator special last week. Yep. There's a Santa Claus Terminator. Now we got a Cowboy Terminator. The Terminator books rock, man.
You know what they're doing slightly with the Terminator books, and I don't think it's quite the same tone they're reaching for. You know how Predator appears in different timelines? They're kind of doing the same thing with Terminator now. Like, why wouldn't there be a Terminator in the Old West? Let's be honest. They've made it kind of clear that the going back in time technology may be a little dicey. You know what I mean?
Yeah, John, you've seen all these movies like I have, bruh. Like, let's be honest. In this reality of the Terminator movies, there should be Terminators, T-800s, T-1000s, and humans falling from the sky all across the timeline, dude. They just appear everywhere.
Terminator Metal 4, there's going to be like a red coat Terminator.
All right, cover B by Bob Layton.
I'd love to see Bob in the saddle with these books. No disrespect intended, but he's an older creator, and I'd love to see him back in the saddle with this stuff.
It's funny that you said back in the saddle because this is about a cowboy Terminator. Oh, I see what you did there.
All right, cover C by Sebastian Perez. Cover D by Paulo Antiga.
That's a nice cover too.
Terminator always has.
That cover is great.
Cover F, the 110 ratio Paulo Antiga Virgin.
I'd love to see a Terminator hanging out with Rasputin. He's got the long beard. And
oh, see, that would be like a Dark Horse crossover, man, where it's like Hellboy.
Terminator, yes.
And a Terminator and Rasputin. Let me go see the publisher. I have an idea.
All right, cover G, 1 in 15 ratio Sebastian Perez Virgin. And then cover H, a 120 ratio Bob Layton Virgin.
Bob and I really enjoy it. I think Dynamite is fortunate to have some tremendous art talent on all the Terminator books. Bob Layton just sort of, I don't know, man, ever since the Iron Man day, there's something about him and technology drawn that's just...
He's great. Still got it. Classic look. If you follow, seriously, follow Bob Layton on social media or whatever, wherever you're at, follow Bob Layton because this dude is still, hey, for fun, I drew a war machine. For fun, I drew an Iron Man from this costume. For fun, I drew...
That's what I was thinking, man. He did something which had almost like a slight... I don't want to put words in his mouth, but it almost had like a war machine as like an old samurai armor dude look or something. And I just thought to myself, imagine just waking up and busting that out because you feel like it.
That's one creator. That's one of those classic creators that's still with us that I would love to meet, man. Love to have a conversation with. That dude lifted Iron Man up when it was nobody read Iron Man.
I was going to say, there was a time, it's hard to believe now, but there was a time where Iron Man was a fairly flat book. The whole sort of, I'm a cool executive culture raised, didn't fly.
I think everyone was shocked when they started off the whole MCU with Iron Man.
Yeah.
I don't think that was what people thought. But it worked out. They had the right guy at the right time, the right story, and it just took off. I don't know if I've never been the largest Iron Man fan, Tony Stark Iron Man fan, and I don't know if the MCU would have had the takeoff that it did if they'd gone another direction.
All right. So cover I, the 125 ratio Declan Shalvey Virgin. And then cover J, the 1-5 ratio Paolo Antiga Black and White.
Eddie, are you asking about what year the Terminator was in when the Terminator was sent back? I think it was
1983.
No, he was sent
where it went back, but what year did the Terminator come from? I think we've already passed it because I think it was
past that because we passed the year that Skynet became self-aware.
Year? I see.
I think I want to say that he came back in like 2005 or something.
To. No, he's asking what year the first Terminator got sent to.
The first year?
He's asking what year he got sent from. It's 2029. Steve is right.
No, it isn't. That's not what he asked.
Yeah, it is.
I'm assuming that's what he meant because the movie was in
What year did the first Terminator get sent back to kill Sarah? Are we close to the year? So I'm assuming he's asking what year the Terminator was sent from.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, you're probably right. All right, so let's do a quick recap of the non-dynamite items in case anyone missed it.
2029. So if it's 2029, we have what? 3 years about?
3 years. 3 years.
A little spooky, guys. All right. So the giveaway, Death of Wolverine #1, signed by Terry and Rachel Dodson. #is the XP Monday, as always, all lowercase. Dynamite 10-pack of Reader's Set. We got that for $5, as always. The best deal we've ever had, I made even better. Dynamic Forces Mystery Box.
You ought to be sending out about 6 of these.
$200 retail value. 2 CGC 9.8s or 2 metals or covers or 1 of each. Up to you. 1 virgin, 1 signed, 1 exclusive, and 10 back issue. $200 retail value guaranteed. Normally we sell for $85 tonight. One time only, I got it for $75. I can't believe no one's jumping on that. All right, Silver Surfer cover sketch by...
Yeah, Marcus, there it is, August 29th, 1997.
Oh, but they changed it. They changed it in Terminator 2. They delayed it, remember? And in Terminator 3, it happens later. It happens in 2005 or something.
So,
the Terminator timeline, by the way,
this isn't the Christian Bale Terminator, is it? Because
the Terminator timeline is whack, dude. It's all over the place. So.
The Christian Bale Terminator is in the theater, the film collection with Blade 3.
Dude, Terminator Salvation's better than you remember. You should rewatch it.
All right. Silver Surfer cover sketch by Joe Correa, Del Beato, and Mariano Nicieza. Got that. They were at 65. I lowered that to 50. Fantastic Four #1 with Herbie cover sketch by Del Beato and Nicieza. Got that for 50. Mr. Fantastic by Neilinger and Nicieza. I have that for 50.
He did a good job of remembering fingers are square.
Dr. Doom cover sketch by Silverback, Del Beato, and Nicieza.
This is very, very good.
I have this for 50. And then the Thing cover sketch by Will Torres and Joconda Hernandez.Got that for 50.
It's nice texture on this, like that.
Star Wars, The High Republic, #8. Got that for 5. #9. Got that for 5. #6. Also $5. 11. Also $5. 12. Also $5. Then Uncanny X-Men #254. Had that for $2. X-Men Annual 2000. Had that for $2. Battle World Red Skull #1. Have that for $2. Quasar #17. Have that for $2. Iron Man #71. Falcon #1 lenticular cover. Have that for $2.
It's kind of a cool cover.
It is. Black Widow #1. Have that for $2. Wolverine #47. Have that for $2. Incredible Hulk #181 facsimile. Have that for $5. Daredevil #600. Have that for $5. Hulk #6. Have that for $5.
That's a great homage cover, like Robbie mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
That's still my favorite cover of any Hulk book.
That's
any
a Steranko cover, right?
Ever. It's a Steranko cover. And I know some people are like, oh, it's a little corny. It's a little meta. It's very, very good.
All right. The Boys, Dear Becky #1. Got that for $5. And then the trades, Queen Sonia, The Red Devil, Volume 2. Have that cover price of $19.99, and we have that for $12. Queen Sonia, son of Set. Cover price of $19.99, and we have that for $12. Queen Sonia, Heavy Sits the Crown. Cover price of $29.99, have that for $17. Queen Sonia Omnibus. Cover price of $39.99, have that for $24. Queen Sonia Ascendancy. Cover price of $19.99, we have that for $12. And then Batman #1 Art Germ foil variant 9.8, have that for $150. Absolute Batman #1 Jim Lee variant CGC 9.8, have that for $150.
I'm a little surprised that's still here. I mean, generally Jim Lee's name is, enough to kind of nudge people into.
Well, if anyone's thinking about it, you can always fill out some submission form, or you're watching on Rewind. And we will honor the prices you hear on the show tonight. All-Star Batman #1 DF variant 9.8, had that for $150. Deadpool Batman #1 Mark Bagley variant CGC 9.6, and we had that for $150.
Guessing Batman doesn't appreciate Deadpool's humor.
And then Absolute Batman #1 logo foils. It's 9.8, and we have that for $200.
I've looked at that cover every time I've gotten up. That's a very cool cover.
It is. All right, so I'll be back Wednesday, and then Nick will be here for Original Art Show.
He talked about he's going to have a little grail he's going to share.
Show and tell, right?
Show and tell.
Yeah, connected to John Cassaday. I'm not sure how exactly, but you got to tune in Friday to find out how.
Yeah, not everybody's aware. John was not only just a great creator, great dynamite creator. I love the Lone Ranger. And what John did with the Lone Ranger really resonated with me. But him and Nick have been friends for
long time,
a considerable amount of time. It's not just like a name in the industry who passed away.
So, Robbie, what is the movie tonight?
Well, tonight is the last PCP movie night of the year. It's the Christmas season. Last week we did White Christmas. This week we do Black Christmas.
Black Christmas.
From 1974, directed by Bob Clark, who also did A Christmas Story, also Porky's. I'm a huge fan of this movie. It's so influential to horror movies. It's one of the first proto slashers, and to me, it's my second favorite Christmas movie, right behind Gremlins. So I'm very, very excited to talk about Black Christmas. You couldn't go further away from last week where we talked about White Christmas than Black Christmas, and that was kind of the point, right? So join us. That's a great movie, John. I watch it every week. I watch it with my girl for the first time. She never seen it, but she loved it. She loved it. Such a good movie, man.
All right.
I just watched Rare Exports this morning, and I forgot how much I enjoyed Rare Exports. It just, Amazon was like, hey, we think you'll like this movie. And I'm like, hey, Amazon AI, you're right. I do love this movie. So I turned it on. And even my wife, she walked through because she left for work later today. She goes, haven't you seen this a lot before? I'm like, yeah, but it's awesome. And I'm just there with the dog having breakfast, and we're watching Rare Exports. And it's sort of, I certainly am not going to say it deserves any sort of, crazy PCP awards or tradition or any of that stuff, but it is a fun way to spend an hour and a half.
So, Jay, anything on the XP after this?
Yeah, as always, make sure you join PCP Movie Night. Always a great time. I try to catch every single one I can. Then come back to the experience at 11 Eastern, 10 Central for Best Coast Comics. And it's going to be Big B and this bozo right here. Kind of stepping in for Bronze. He's taking the night off, but they still want to do a show. They asked me to co-host. A couple of topics we're going to be talking about. Going to show off community art. Should be a fun time. So make sure you stop by, check it out.
All right, cool.
Very cool.
All right, let's spin that wheel, Jay. All right, good luck, everyone.
And I think Henri has moved on to Paramount or Netflix. I forgot which one, man.
Snoggins. Oh, congrats.
Congratulations.
So Snoggins, hopefully you are still watching.
I think it's pronounced Snoogans.
Oh, Snoogans, sorry.
We're from New Jersey, dude.
So I do not believe we have your info. So you could fill out the submission form, and so we know where to send it. All right. Other than that, tune in to watch Robbie's movie night, movie fest.
Yep. And don't forget, everybody, Saturday night, John Cena's final match on Saturday night's main event.
I was going to say it's the final match. There's a lot of stuff going on.
All right, so I'll be back Wednesday
Yes,
at
Kenny.
7.
Snoogin is very much a view askew thing.
And Nick will be here on Friday at 7 with a very special original art show.
Yeah, and John Cena might show up, is what I've heard, but don't count on it.
He's here with us now.
Don't bet on that one.
He's here with us now.
As always, thank you, Robbie. Thank you, John. Thank you, Jay.
Newt to the Newt.
I'll see you guys Wednesday.
Thanks, everybody. Eddie, I hope you're feeling better on the mend. Always glad, Robbie. Jay, thank you for pushing the buttons.
Eddie Peacock. Peacock, Eddie. Peacock. That's where you can find it.
Peacock. Rex, you have to help me get a box out to my car.
Sorry. I can't be complicit.
I can't.
All right. So, peace, everyone.